Two oceans, endless wilderness, and a heartbeat that drums to the rhythm of nature. Welcome to a place where the earth still breathes, where fiery volcanoes touch the sky and the cloud forest hides its deepest secrets. Here, it is not man who reigns, but life itself. In every second, every breath, every cry of the jungle, this is not a vacation, this is an awakening. Costa Rica, Pura Vida in its most powerful form. Costa Rica, the small country with an area of only around 51,000 square kilometers, is located halfway between North and South America. It is even slightly smaller than Bavaria and Germany, framed by the Caribbean Sea to the east, the Pacific Ocean to the west, Nicaragua to the north, and Panama to the south. It lies entirely in the tropics between the 8th and 11th degrees of north latitude. Due to its geography, with tropical lowlands, the Central Valley and high mountains with peaks up to 3,820 meters high, it nevertheless has 12 different microclimates. This special features makes it one of the most biodiverse countries on earth. It has everything an adventurous heart desires: evergreen rainforests, beautiful sandy beaches, and a flora and fauna that could only be found in a very few places on our planet. Join us for the next episodes on our 2-week adventure through this fascinating country. On the 8th day of our trip, we continued from Samara to Santa Elena. There are several cloud forests here near Monteverde. The Santa Elena Cloud Forest Reserve is located at an altitude between 1,600 and 1,800 meters above sea level. The roads leading there are correspondingly steep. After buying our tickets at the park entrance, we familiarized ourselves with the hiking trails on the map. We thought about how we could combine the 5 trails so that we didn't have to walk the same route twice, and it worked. As you can see, we put together a suitable route that took us through the entire park, covering almost 11 kilometers and around 500 meters of elevation gain. The climate here is cool, very humid, and there is often fog and light rain. This creates a very special flora of mosses, ferns, orchids and bromeliads. Many plants grow epiphytically here, directly on the trees. After a steep climb, we were rewarded with a great view. As we were exceptionally lucky with the weather for this region, it was neither foggy nor rainy. This gave us a perfect view of the Arenal Volcano, which rises 1670 meters into the sky, around 30 to 40 kilometers away. After exploring the rainforest during the day, we moved into our accommodation and rested a little, because something exciting was planned for the evening. After another delicious dinner, we set off on a night safari.
Nice, right? Now we call earth a snake because mostly it's possible to find around on the ground.
Here too we saw quite a lot. Right at the start we spotted a snake. When the guides shine their torches around in the trees, it's not without reason. We quickly discovered a sloth eating. In another tree there was another snake. We also saw funny insects that camouflage themselves as leaves, bees that are active at night, many other insects, and of course some beautiful spiders. Unfortunately, the birds sleep at night, so you can only take pictures of them without their head. And then there are scorpions. The best thing is that when you shine black light on them, they flourish in the dark. We also had a busy schedule on day 9. We traveled from Santa Elena via the Rio Celeste to the Arenal Volcano, a total of over 150 kilometers with many exciting stops. Our first stop was Tenorio National Park, best known for the bright blue Rio Celeste.
Das ist Haus übrigens.
Jetzt machen wir aber irgendwas Offizielles.
Wahrscheinlich wird ein bisschen von Costa Rica. Kanada?
Kanada?
Ja, das was sein.
Ja.
As so often, I had chosen the shortest route on the GPS. The shortest route is not always the fastest, but it is certainly the most exciting, and so we soon found ourselves on an adventurous route somewhere in the middle of nowhere. But our many travels have taught us one thing. With a Toyota Land Cruiser, you almost always reach your destination. And so we also reached the park National Vulkan Tenorio. There we saw our first Cahuita, but certainly not our last. Most visitors just walk to the waterfall, take a look and head back. But if you pay attention and stay quiet, there's a lot to discover here. The Rio Celeste is fed by underground hot springs with a temperature ranging from 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. The bubbling looks as if the water is boiling, but it's actually small gas bubbles rising to the surface. The river appears so bright blue because two clear rivers with a different pH values mix here. This creates tiny aluminium silicate particles that scatter sunlight and make blue light in particular visible. The water itself is actually clear. The color is an impressive natural optical effect. Since the park closes relatively early, we had enough time to continue our journey and spend the night near the Arenal Volcano. Shortly before arriving, the view of the volcano was breathtaking. We are incredibly lucky because it was almost cloudless in the evening sun. The slightly higher price for our accommodation was absolutely justified. We had an unobstructed view of the volcano from our terrace. And as if that weren't enough, there was also a jacuzzi. So we ended the evening in a very relaxed manner. If you enjoyed this episode, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. See you in the next video.